SwiftUI is a new declarative UI framework from Apple, allowing building user interfaces on all Apple platforms, iOS, macOS, watchOS, tvOS, using Swift.
Declarative style means you just need to describe what the UI will look like based on the current state of data, state.
SwiftUI will automatically handle UI updates when state changes. Conversely, UIKit's imperative style requires you to write step-by-step instructions to change the UI, e.g., button, set title, view, add subview, set needs layout.
Hello friend. Glad to continue discussing SwiftUI and the difference between declarative and imperative programming styles.
With the basic understanding already established, let's dive deeper into each aspect. Thinking Face SwiftUI and declarative programming style SwiftUI, as you know, is a modern declarative UI framework from Apple.
This means you no longer have to instruct step-by-step changes to the interface. Instead, you describe what your interface should look like based on the current data state.
Imagine this. You want a button to show on when state is true and off when state is false. With SwiftUI, you just declare button action
asterisk text ISON on off. SwiftUI will automatically observe changes in ISON variable, marked with its state or other property wrappers, and automatically update the text on the button appropriately.
This is a major paradigm shift, significantly reducing errors arising from manual UI change management. Party Popper UIKit and imperative programming style. In contrast, UIKit represents the imperative style. In the UIKit world, you need to command the system to perform specific actions.
For example, to change the interface, create a button. Let button equals UI button, set title, button, set title, off, for normal, add to parent view, self, view, add subview, button, and when state changes, you must, button, set title, on, for normal, manually. This style requires detailed control and step-by-step management of UI objects, which can lead to longer source code, harder to read, and prone to errors as the app becomes complex.
You need to remember exactly what changed and how to update it. Deeper evaluation and comparison. Clarity and readability. Open book declarative. SwiftUI source code is usually concise and easy to understand, because it describes the desired result. You read the code and know immediately what the UI looks like. Imperative UIKit source code is usually verbose and can be harder to follow, because it describes the method to achieve the result. State management. Anti-clockwise arrows declarative. State management is core. SwiftUI provides powerful mechanisms, like at state, at binding, at observable object, to bind data to UI, automatically updating everything when data changes. Imperative. You have to manage state yourself and manually trigger UI updates whenever data changes.
This requires a lot of boilerplate code and is prone to errors if a case is missed. Reusability and maintainability. Building construction declarative. Views in SwiftUI are often small, independent, and highly reusable blocks, easily combined to create complex interfaces. Imperative. Views in UIKit are often tightly coupled with logic, making reuse more complex and maintenance more laborious as the project grows. Performance and optimization. High voltage declarative. SwiftUI can optimize UI updates more efficiently, because it knows the entire view tree and only updates necessary parts. Imperative. Performance in UIKit heavily depends on whether the programmer optimizes manually well or not. The shift to declarative is not just a technology trend but a more logical approach to dealing with the complexity of modern user interfaces. Apple recognized this and SwiftUI is their answer. It helps us focus on the idea of the interface instead of getting bogged down in implementation details. Light bulb advice. To truly master SwiftUI, you should start by thinking differently.
Instead of thinking about UI change steps, think about application data state and how UI will react to those states.
Try building a small app with both SwiftUI and UIKit to experience the difference yourself. Don't hesitate to experiment with SwiftUI's property wrappers like at state, at binding, at observed object, and at environment object to understand deeper about state management. The more you practice, the more you will see the power and elegance that declarative style brings.
Wishing you interesting discoveries on this learning journey.